December friends, or if you are new around here, hello there, my name is Karina. I am so happy that you decided to tune in today. I don't think that I have been as excited to share a video as I am right at this moment. As you can tell from the title of this video, I am finally sharing my new photography / YouTube / recipe development space, and I am so happy that you are joining me so that you can check it out. So this video might be about sharing this new amazing space with you, but it is actually more about my husband and my thankfulness and my gratefulness and my love for him. It doesn't matter what kind of crazy idea I ever come up with. He's always on board with it. If he feels like it's going to enrich my life in some way, if it's going to make me happy, then he's always all for it. And I'm really blessed to have a husband and a partner like I do. And I honestly could not imagine spending any amount of days on this earth without him. If you only recently started following me on Instagram and my other social media, you wouldn't necessarily know that I actually used to be a newborn photographer and brand developer. I did that for about 5 or 6 years. I ran a very successful business, and I was normally booked out between 6 and 8 months out. Many times clients would call as soon as they found out that they were pregnant so that they could book a newborn session with me 9 months later. And when I first started that newborn photography business, I got this crazy idea for us to build a studio outside of the house. It's on our property, and I pitched the idea to my husband, and as always, he was completely on board, and he said, all right, let's do it. So we have a separate structure that's on our property again, and it's just away from the house. And so that's where I did all of my newborn sessions. Then when my spinal disease was diagnosed and I had to give up my business, the studio's kind of just been sitting here empty for the past 2 years. When my health started to improve a little bit and it wasn't quite as sporadic, I was starting to have more good days than I was bad days, I decided to switch gears a little bit and dive into food photography and recipe development, which has worked out amazingly well, and I feel really fortunate to have made that shift in my work almost seamlessly. Up until now, up until the studio has been complete, I was using another room in our house. It was just a guest bedroom. I had a table set up and all of my crap was everywhere. The room was always a mess, and I know that my husband, whenever he would walk by it, because it's on the way to the downstairs bathroom, you kind of have to look at it, and it was a huge eyesore. I have expanded my recipe development and my food photography enough where I was ready to have my own space again. So I presented the idea to my husband, and a few months later, the studio is complete, and I cannot wait to share it with you. It is a space that I am really proud of. It makes me want to be in here and shoot. So health-wise, on days that I'm not really feeling 100%, all I really have to do, like the past couple of weeks since it's been done, is think about being in here or just come in here real quick, and I am immediately inspired to get in the kitchen and do some recipe development and then come in here and shoot. So I feel really fortunate and really blessed, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you today. All right, so are you ready to feast your eyes on the new photography, recipe development / YouTube studio? Let's get started. So the first part of the studio that I want to share with you is just this little storage nook. This was a piece that I had here when I was doing my newborn photography, so this area actually cost me $0.
Aside from the 2 new plants I bought for this area, all of the holiday decorations were things we already had. In the baskets, I have some extra photography equipment. Then I also decided to display my vintage camera collection, which was also here when I photographed newborns. The Noel cutout is also something we already had, and I found the tin holiday sign at the dollar spot at Target. Such a cute little corner. Next are the decorations I have on my giant window. The garland is reused from previous years, and then I just hung some Christmas cookie cutters with some inexpensive ribbon. I love, love, love how festive this window looks now.
Next, I have these wire shelves that were also here for my newborn photography, and I actually stored all of my blankets and backdrops on it, but now it is being used for all of my pans and my baking dishes and my serving pieces, my napkins, my placemats. And this is actually only half of what needs to go in here. I haven't quite brought everything else over from the house. So I foresee myself outgrowing this very, very quickly.
Right next to my wire racks, I have some of my backdrops, my big tripods, and also my step ladder, which I use for photography all of the time.
And then I have this kitchen island, and I really like how it looks in this space, but I was kind of hoping for a different surface for the top of it.
Not a huge deal though, since I almost always use different backgrounds anyways. I do love the fact that this island is portable, so anytime I need to do my food photography, I just have to wheel it wherever the best light is in the studio, set up my backgrounds, backdrops, style, and shoot.
Next, I have this area where I'm basically writing down my schedule for the week. I have it done in my planner as well, where I just write down my agenda. But I saw this fun piece at HomeGoods last week, and it was 50% off, and I couldn't resist. I thought that it worked with the decor of the studio, and I thought that it would just be really, really cute. So for the holidays, I decided to dress it up with just a little bit of cheap, inexpensive garland. I think I might have spent $1.50 on this from Michael's. And then I got this new sign. I also got the spoon, the fork, and the Happiness is Homemade sign at HomeGoods, which were also 50% off. And then as far as the main area of the studio, my husband put these cabinets in, and then my husband also handmade these shadow box shelves, which I love.
Once he installed the tile, grouted, and cleaned up, it was time to decorate. And yes, I went a little crazy shopping for this area. I really could not help myself. Most everything was purchased at Hobby Lobby or HomeGoods. Most of the stuff will be used seasonally for the holidays, but some of the pieces, like the little jars, utensils, cups, and bowls, will probably remain here when I change things up for the spring. Like I already said earlier, if I'm not having the greatest of days and my pain levels are high, I honestly just have to make my way into the new studio, throw some music on my Spotify, and within a couple of minutes, my mood instantly improves. And I'm inspired to keep my body and brain active with some new recipes and some food photography. In a lot of ways, I really do see this new space that I have as a kind of therapy to help me get through many of the rough patches that I am bound to encounter. I adore my new studio.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you enjoyed my little studio tour, and I'm so excited to get in here day in and day out, hopefully, and get some really good content ready and uploaded. Also, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss another video, and I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up and you liked it. 2018, I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to be an amazing year for myself and my family, my YouTube channel, and just life in general. Thank you once again for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope that you come along with me on this new journey that I'm on. And I hope to see you back here really, really soon. Until next time.